glasses are broken, and like my every time I move them, I have a headache. So I'm not gonna play anything, nor am I gonna edit today. So if you're watching this on YouTube, hey, how you doing? I'm hanging out with my friend Lily Hikaru. Follow him on YouTube and Twitch. Also follow me on YouTube and Twitch, DataFist and DataFist Twitch. We're just gonna chill and talk about stuff. Like you're currently looking at the stimulus check bill, right, Hikaru?
Right.
Okay, cool. Uh, oh, can they hear you? I want to double check and see if they can hear you.
Oh God.
Wait, talk. Hold up.
What up?
Okay, cool. You count as background noise. Wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're looking at the stimulus check, right? What have
Right.
you found out so far? What's like the quick summary of like what's happening with the stimulus checks?
So Ilhan Omar, who's a representative, is proposing recurring bills and recurring $2,000 until the pandemic is over.
Yeah,
Which, by the way, the $1,200, the original idea was that it was 1,200 until it was all over,
yeah,
but
recurring.
obviously that didn't happen. So now they're trying it again with $2,000, pretty much.
Yeah. Do you think it'll pass?
Um,
I think we both agreed earlier before the stream started that we the 2000 might pass. Like it's like 80%, but the recurring
right,
on the lower side.
right. Recurring is that's a different story.
Yeah.
That's a completely different story.
I think
Um,
I think it'll pass if they do it for like, oh, we're only gonna allow it recurring for through like March, because honestly feel like they know when the virus is gonna be over, and I think the predictions that I had last year are still accurate. Like it's supposed to be over by June, especially since they're pushing out this new the vaccine, and
right,
like they went so far as to like do a televised version of the vaccine being taken by a few people.
right.
So that's what.
My mom took it.
Oh well, she had no choice.
Mm,
She had
Yeah, she
absolute
does
choice.
work in the medical.
Yeah,
Yeah, she does work in the medical industry.
I have a friend who also is a nurse, and she had to take it. Side note: are you gonna take it?
I have to.
Why?
My mom, because she works in the medical industry. I shouldn't say I have to. Um, it's more so we can take it. Me and my mom's boyfriend, we can take it without like I don't know if people have to pay for it or not. By the way, I have no idea.
I mean,
I was talking with Eunice, by the way, and she said that she does have to talk to a healthcare provider about it.
okay.
So maybe, but I know that for me, I don't have to pay for it. I, yeah, I know, and really, um, to be nothing has happened to my mom. So I'm gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, how hard?
So, uh,
I feel you.
no,
I just don't need it. I spent the most part of Corona work. And when I started, I worked in an office with like 200 people. If I did get it, it's gone.
work in
And
a grocery store.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't take. I don't want to take vaccine something that's not gonna affect. The counter argument is, what about the people? Well, there's nothing I can do about it because the way it works, it lands on some breathing in or touches it, and me getting a vaccine fixes that. So there's just no point in it currently. Oh, if I coughed, it has like symptomatic and then it infects me, because I'm
Right.
not like I'm not. I just I don't need it.
You just
I sure I've been infected with it, and I came out. Maybe I'm a little bit darker, whatever.
need that the corona was explained that I really like. It's pretty much played. And that sounds really yeah, yeah. If there's you can people have run,
Yeah,
but you need a lot of it to really get the symptoms. You need like a heavy chunk of it. The immune system would be water. The corona would be, the actual sugar thing. If you have too little, you're gonna
too little
taste well,
powder.
right? So
Yeah,
right.
that makes sense. Storm. I'm sorry, I'm saying that wrong. I can begin of the stream. I'm blind as hell. We're talking about Rona. What's up? How you doing? Let's type that in so you can see how on accident. Don't be blind, kids. It's bad for your health.
Oh God.
So But I will say that just to go back on time, I would love the 2000 would save America.
Oh, bro.
If they
During?
pass 2000, it's the elections. Like somebody reelected real bad. Like I don't.
Well, it's all done. Biden's going to become president, I think, in February.
I'm not talking about the president. I'm talking about Congress.
Oh,
The presidency, in my opinion, doesn't matter. Congress does. So
yeah.
they make laws, and they're the ones for like how much we're gonna get. So they matter to me more than the president ever will. But yeah, so I really got to that point. That was literally we would just re-elect any Congress for no reason, even the terrible ones. They were just like, I voted on the 2000. Yeah, you understand what
No, this guy's chill.
this guy's
chill.
uh,
This guy's awesome.
so 2021 though.
Oh yeah. 2K.
My
Into
my data
yeah.
2000 because people want to, but my 21 optimism says they're gonna pass 2000 recurring. A little bit of cynic
Right.
says they're gonna pass 2000 recurring, but only till June because let's be real, the White House and anyone who is in high level business knows it's supposed to last till June because they're just gonna force everyone to take the vaccine.
To take right.
That's my educated guess. I could be 100% wrong, but hey,
Whatever, man.
It's 2021, and let's talk games. We can talk.
Right.
I'm kind of sad because there's nothing immediately that I want to buy, and it's weird in the gaming. There's nothing in the early year that's worth purchasing because that's kind of how people make their money after the holidays. Is they wait and they put their big games in front of the holidays and then in the new year. And the low video
Right.
games usually doesn't hit the summer, so I'm a little bit disappointed that there's nothing immediately
Right.
in my
Right.
brain that I want to purchase.
Mm-hmm.
So because now I'm like, what do I stream? What do I stream, Hikaru?
Warzone.
Oh my god, don't make me. I'm not good. See, like if you're trying to ride that Call of Duty wave and play Warzone, it's only worth it if you're good. I will die mainly because I find it boring. Like I don't
Or
like Battle
if you
Royales
just talk
because of the
smack.
space.
You can talk smack and be like Summit 1G.
True, definitely. Like
But
we
I
had that
mean, Summit
conversation the
is
other day.
good though. He came from Counter Strike. Like he can aim for
Yeah,
sure.
he's got aim. I don't have aim, and I'm playing on console, so I will not have aim. That's the other thing we were talking about is like, would you be toxic for a month to get like a
Oh
subscription
God,
to it?
yes,
And you're just like,
for
yeah,
sure.
I would.
Yeah, I wouldn't think twice about it.
I don't want to do that though. I want everyone who loves DataFist to be like kind and just I want those European chat streams where everyone's just nice as hell,
Oh yeah,
helping each
I
other.
just met a European guy, Ivan. Ivan, what up, fam? Yeah, Ivan is chill.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
hang out
lots
one
of
day.
Europeans are pretty fucking chill.
Because the way they live is easier. Like that's why I desperately want to go back to Holland. Because like when I went to Holland, everyone was nice to me. The cops were not
Mm-hmm.
scary. Going to the bar was fun. Like all the things that people from LA don't like doing, it's great in Holland. Like you want to hang out with some cops? Good times. If you want to hang out and make some actual friends at a bar, yeah, they're cool people. You can do that. Like take everything LA does not like and it's upside down in Holland.
I think because I've never been, obviously, but from what I'm told, especially for Russia and like Germany and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
they're they're way more friendlier than they make it seem.
They are. They really are.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't been to Germany or Russia, so I can't be 100%, but the Russians and the Germans that I met in Holland are really kind. And it is easy for like a person to just fall in love with like Europeans.
Right.
Just like born bred Europeans. The thing I used to make fun of my friend about cuz she's the reason I went to Holland was they in Holland they put sprinkles on bread. And I was just like, what? This is the weirdest.
Oh
She sent me a
god, that is
photo
weird.
of sprinkles specifically made for like regular sliced bread, and it was just mind blowing for me. But it was also fantastic. Oh man, but yeah. What were your
They
favorite
seem
games
like
from
they have a lot of
2020?
fun stuff though. Uh, damn. 2020?
Mm-hmm. Came out last year.
Hmm. That's kind of hard
No,
because there
it.
was no, of course. But I'm not gonna. The reason why I say it's hard because I really wasn't playing games.
Mm-hmm.
Really, outside of some of the stuff we were playing,
Yeah.
I can't. Not at the top of my head because I'm also thinking of PS4, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
If I would have, if I would have played FF7, I'm pretty confident I would say that.
I
I'm
haven't
pretty
even played
confident
it.
that
I
would
haven't.
be
It's just sitting on my
one.
PlayStation. I have not opened it up yet. I played the first mission and put it down. I don't know why. It stressed me out.
What?
It just stressed me out. I was like, oh well, I'm gonna put it down for a second. I think my games from 2020 are I got my PlayStation open too. Now to even though I just started playing it this year, is
Right,
one.
right.
Hades, I'm addicted.
Hades was last year, really?
Hades was last year. It was announced
Really?
as a game of the
Okay,
year.
I'll
Yeah.
put Hades on mine too. I for some reason I thought that was 19.
Yeah, no, it was well, it went into alpha in 2019, but
Oh,
it
okay,
got
okay,
its full
okay.
release last year. So I'm gonna say my favorite games from last year. I don't care. Cyberpunk 2077, as
Yeah,
broken of
same.
a mess as it is, it's fun for me personally. Yakuza Like a Dragon. I'm gonna say Yakuza Like a Dragon, and then there's one more game. Oh, Tekken 7. I played the crap out of Tekken 7, Yakuza, Cyberpunk 2077, and Hades. Those were my games from 2020.
Hades was really good.
Hades was so good. What made it good is a simple storytelling technique that most people don't understand how to use, which is voiceover for story. So what happens is every time there's like a even a little bit of an instance, meaning something happens in the
Hmm.
game, there's a voiceover for it, and there's like some graphic that goes with it. That's not hard. It's really not hard. It's just more assets, and most people
Right.
don't do it. Like Hades has zero cutscenes. It's all just like voice acting and text boxes, like, and it's amazing. When you pick up a power up, there are like
Oh yeah.
so
There's a
many
dialogue
lines of dialogue
with it.
when you pick up that
Yeah.
power up. And that's awesome. That's
They even tell you about it too.
I love it. I love Hades.
What it is.
Love Hades so much. The
Oh,
game
Hades is so damn good.
the
I
game I
still think
didn't play
Artemis
last
is
year.
kind of cute.
Who?
Artemis.
I would choose Nyx.
Oh no, I mean for sure. I'm just saying, like, they made Artemis pretty cute in that game
Made her a
overall.
tsundere. we know you're now. Everyone knows you're hidden love for tsunderes.
Oh no, yeah, I'm not hiding it. I love me some tsunderes.
You love them twin tail demons.
Oh God, yes.
All right. Well, since you revealed yours, mine's is always going to be the mother figure because they're just nice. Someone that's nice.
Oh.
You're laughing, but it's hard to find people in LA that are just nice people. It's a mission.
It's a GTA mission.
Oh, it is. And I don't get rewarded for it ever. So now I'm just mean to people, and it's working out. It's working out well. 2020
I
started,
mean,
and I told people to like go away, and they're just like,
for
"Oh, we're nice to you now," and I'm like, yeah, go away."
I was talking to my boss about it too. I was like, people in Texas are nice, but it's like a little off-putting. I think it's mainly just because I'm from LA,
Yeah, you're so
but it's
corrupted by Los
off-putting.
Angeles. You're so corrupted by Los Angeles that people being kind to you is awful. When I went to Holland, I was talking to like the police officers, I thought the world was ending. That's how bad it is. I was also on an airplane coming back.
Mhm.
I was talking to this dude he lives in Nashville, and he
Okay.
moves back and forth between LA, Nashville, and Florida a lot. And he's just like, dude, if you're young, travel because if you live in LA and you think that's how the world is, you're gonna be extremely wrong. Like
Yeah.
Nashville niceness is something else. Like people in Texas, they're the way that R is something else. Like if you're in a creative environment and you want a better creative environment, go to Nashville. So he's like,
Right.
go to Nashville for a month and just be there. And I plan on doing that. Like if the 2000 monthly passes, I'm going back to Holland and I'm gonna plan the cheapest trip to Nashville ever, and it's gonna be great
Right.
because I want to
Right.
experience more, dude. And I want to make more friends that don't live near me, so I have more opportunities to travel.
No, yeah. I can definitely say like in Texas. This also just goes to dating too. Like it's just because it's so easier to talk to people. Like you don't feel what's the word? You don't feel as
You don't feel
weird.
gross trying.
Yeah.
I feel
Because
so
you
gross trying here.
so this is a story that really happened and it was nice and it was also funny. I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah,
So I was working, right? And I saw this girl and then you look at them as they walk by.
yeah.
And so she walked by pretty close, and you want to know what she said? She was like, "If you like what you see, you should say something." I was like, "Yo, what up?"
Hey girl, let me tell you
And it
something.
happened a couple
Let me tell you
times.
that
Yeah,
shit.
like I really thought like that was like a meme, but people always told me like Texas girls like they're a little bit more straightforward, but they're also just nice about it. Like if it doesn't work out, they don't get mad at you. Like
Yeah.
sadly girls do in LA. Like if it don't work out, it just don't work out. And they're willing to just be like, hey man, we tried. Fuck, whatever.
And I think there's just like a lot
But in
more.
LA, it's not really like that.
I think there's just a lot more drama in it too. LA, like if there's something that's not perfect, like the relationship is instantly over. Like
Yeah.
it's really bad. So I'm glad that that happened. That sounds awesome. That sounds really awesome.
It's like you said, if it's not instantaneous, like you guys click immediately, then just no, 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 no. And it's like, okay,
Yeah, I actually
okay.
found out later that a girl broke up with me because I was having an emotionally hard time with something. It was
The
funny
hell?
because I brought her to an event that would have been hard because my ex was going to that same event. So I was like, hey, can you come to this event? I have to go for a reason. I just need some support. And she's like, yeah,
Right.
totally go. And then she went, and then I was having a hard time, just like,
Oh gosh.
and then I specifically had talked to her about something that happened to me that night that really just made me feel upset. And I was trying to be
Hmm.
like the person that they kind of lie to you and tell you you want to be, which is an emotionally available, open person. Tell people when there's a problem, and I did.
Right.
And I was like, okay, this is fine. And then I found out later, one through a friend, one of the main reasons why is not in so many terms. He's just like, I heard you lost your shit at an event, and I'm like, I didn't. No, I didn't. And then for a long time, I spent a long time thinking it's because during that event I had said something to the crowd and it seemed like I was just like losing my mind versus me just like saying, "Oh
Right.
no, this is how things are." But then I realized,
Right.
oh snap, I had talked to her later about my feelings, and
Oh god.
so no wonder this guy heard through her like, "Oh, I can't control myself because I had like an emotionally hard time with something." And even if it was just that, it's still bad that like me
Yeah.
as a man having feelings and then telling someone about it led to something negative. Like it's stupid. So like anywhere else where like if women are more aggressive, open, and honest about stuff is great. I would love for a person to just tell me, "Oh, you have some emotional stuff. I don't want to help you with that." And I'm like, "Oh, that's great. I'm not gonna waste my
Thanks
time."
for telling me.
Thanks. I'm not even gonna hate on you about it. Like I understand. There's people whose emotional baggage I don't want to deal with right now at all. Like, sorry, I can't. I literally can do nothing for you. So no, I get it. I want that honesty. So when you told me that story, that sounded like heaven, dude.
I'm told in Houston it's actually way crazier. Like girls hit on guys and the other way around. I'm told that a lot too. Like that's the number one thing I keep hearing from a lot of people. People
Yeah,
just keep telling me that
that's
in
awesome.
Houston.
My friend keeps telling me that uh, since I'm black, when I go to Holland, I'll be super popular, and to me that sounds great, and I want to go back and really experience that.
Oh God.
Just and then I definitely want to go back because dual citizenship. I would love to have dual
Oh yeah.
citizenship. That'll open up a lot of job opportunities for me.
Oh no, yeah, for sure. I almost thought about that with Japan, but then I was kind of like, maybe I don't know. I don't know.
The
Japanese
person you're
companies.
becoming would make me think you dislike Japan within like 2 years of being there.
Mm, it would depend. It would depend on my job mainly.
Yeah, and every
It
time you
would
got a
heavily
anytime you had a
on my
job
job.
relating to Japan, it's always a terrible experience. When you worked at Zenon, that was awful. Like
It's really weird because like I think it was more so I hated a very specific aspect of it. It wasn't overall I hated. But to be fair, there was someone that made it pretty awful, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you.
hey, look, man, just
Yeah,
because I
there
came
was
into the
someone
store
that
and
made it
bothered
pretty
you every
awful.
once in a while doesn't mean I made your job terrible.
Oh my fucking god, dude. I had regulars, which surprised me at that store. I had regulars.
What I envied about your job at Zenon was that your manager was basically never there. That's the only thing
Oh
I
yeah.
liked about it.
I was always by myself.
Yeah, if you work in retail, that's the dream. No one's there.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah,
just
yeah,
do whatever
yeah.
you want. Make sure you make your sales and keep the place clean. That's an easy paycheck if you ask me.
No, it is. It was pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just mind my own business, put my head down and just sell shit. It was great. It was.
All those needlessly expensive clothes. Yeah, this shirt's $50. Why? Because it's white and not your size.
It's white, not your size, and it's imported. Shut the
Oh
fuck
my
up.
god, that made me so freaking mad.
Every excuse.
That made me so freaking mad. But whatever, dude. Yeah, I'm really interested in what's gonna happen. I don't think this year's gonna start the way people think it is, because everyone's like
Yeah.
super positive and happy that like 2020 is over, which they should be. Survival is great,
Right.
but I think everyone thinks the world's gonna turn around like a flip of a coin. I think this is
Oh
gonna be a
man.
year that like revs up, and then is going to have a hard shift in a way that no one could have saw
So
coming.
you're thinking more so 2022 is when kind of everything kind of levels out again.
Now that you brought it up, probably. But what I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking is going to happen in terms of just like everyone, how everyone feels and how they expect things to happen in terms of like their prosperity. I think it's going to be 2021 is going to be the slowest start everywhere. Okay. Then some crazy shit's going to happen in the middle of it. I can't say if that's crazy positive or negative, but it's going to be weird. And then it's gonna snowball, and then 2021 stuff's gonna like level. 2022 stuff's gonna like level out. Jobs will happen. Like games will be probably interesting again. Like the stock market and the retail market and the market for houses will like be relatively where we expect it. So
Mm-hmm.
that's when. But then what's gonna be crazy is like everyone's gonna either be dumb or realize something, which is LA and California in general is garbage and start
It's
moving. Like
garbage.
people have
Yeah.
already started
People
moving,
already started. Yeah. I
but
moved.
those are the people who are privileged enough to like
Yeah.
have the ability to pick up and go. Like Graham Stephan, yeah, he can go anywhere he
He
wants.
can go anywhere.
The guy has
Yeah.
a disgusting amount of money. But we're talking about like when working class people go F this and then they start pooling resources to move, that's when like I think there's gonna be that's probably what's going to happen in 2022. People are either going to go, I've been in LA all my life and it has all of these like advantages that I'm not taking advantage of or using ever. So I'm going to stay here. Or then there's going to be the more practical minded young person who's like, I can't afford to live here. And then all the things that are here are everywhere else now. Like the acting scene is now in Atlanta and other states. You can just move and still
Yeah.
be an actor. If you're in LA for like celebrities, good luck, I guess. And
Yeah.
what other are the weather? I mean,
I mean, I guess.
I
I
guess
get it. I get it,
I
but
can only understand it if you come from
like
Siberia
this.
to LA. If you come from Siberia to LA, that's fine. Siberia is one of the coldest places on earth. You enjoy those waves, boo boo. But if you're here just for the weather, do better for yourself.
Yeah.
Go to
Yeah.
like any other state and just enjoy it. Like learn how to deal with the heat of Texas or the cold of Florida or wherever you're thinking of moving to, and you'll still have a great
Right.
time. Like honestly, with the amount of money you will save, the social situations of how people interact will be
I feel
better.
like socially too, it would be good to get the fuck out of LA, dude. That's
Oh my
just
god,
because
yeah.
like people. Yeah, it's just like LA. We just talked about it. Like it's just so shit to socialize.
Yeah,
Sure, you can say that like, oh, not all people from LA are like that, but generally speaking, like
yeah.
it's pretty fucking hostile. Not
I mean,
literally, but you get what I mean metaphorically.
yeah,
It's mentally hostile.
yeah. Like if we were talking about dating, like if it makes me feel like a disgusting human being to talk to the opposite sex, oh yeah, no, that's a problem. This is not a great landscape.
Yeah, no, it's
Like,
not. It's
and
not.
I've been in every part of LA and done everything in LA, and just like talking to a woman of like just women in general just makes me not want to
I get
do it ever.
exhausted.
Like, not
Just
even if,
exhausted.
yeah, not even, it's like even when I'm at work and I have real reason to talk to a female, like I'm just like I don't want to do that. Like I'd rather send an email. Like, I'm trying not to, even though that movement seems to be over, I'm trying not to get Me Too out of existence. And as a person who has social skills and is like pretty attractive, I don't really care what you think. I know I'm hot. People have told me. Tons of people who I didn't ask to tell me I'm attractive have told me. So I know I'm in there somewhere. It just it literally feels like a chore, and it shouldn't. I literally have to think, okay, what nonsense am I gonna get out of this other
Get at it.
person?
Yeah,
If my optimism for talking to people dwindles, that's a bad social environment.
that's
I'm
it.
definitely
Yeah.
like being positive in 2021. I'm going to talk to as many people as possible and not care how they respond, as long, but still, like the fact that's a lingering thing. We're like, oh my god, I want to talk to that person, but what if they
What if I say hi and they scream rape?
what if they SJW me into like oblivion? Like I don't want to
Right.
do that, you know.
Like nobody
So
wants to put up with all of that. Like if you
actually,
have to
another thing
constantly.
too is I hate when I have this experience. I don't know if you've had it before where like I'll be hanging out with a person and it doesn't even, this is not even just females at this point. It's just people. You'll be hanging out with
Right.
a person and it seems like you had a great time, and then later on you figure out
And
from
you
them or
just
somebody else that it was terrible for some reason.
and you don't even know you don't even know why. You're just
Yeah.
like, I what I'm confused. Like
Yeah.
when, how,
And why didn't you tell me
and
so we can fix whatever the problem was?
like we're in this space where people can't say that they're uncomfortable when all they have like it's very very exhausting.
It definitely confuses me. So there's a lot of social stuff that needs to change, and but I don't think that's gonna happen until 2022. I think it will change though, because people have been cooped up for so long. They're gonna come out, start socializing with people, and then realizing their bullshit doesn't work. Uh, so it's either gonna go one of two ways. Either everyone's gonna get instantly better very quickly, like everyone's gonna learn how to actually socialize because they need it because they've been inside for so long, or
Right.
everyone's gonna just double down and be worse. Those are the two options, and I'm afraid of the doubling down because Californians are known for. But
Yeah.
what's something 2021?
Oh, dude, I just open up restaurants, please. Food. I'm hungry.
I mean, they're already open. You can go dine.
Oh yeah.
I went
Oh,
to Twin
yeah.
Peaks and Bombshells.
Yeah. Um, what else? Hopefully, we'll just kind of realize not on the same page as them. I kind of not figured, but I came through quarantine. Like people seem to think that people think like they do.
Yeah, I mean, you can find ground, but like basic processing is a lot different. For me, I want financial stability, so that's why I'm like uploading and streaming every day. So if you want to support me, subscribe to me on TikTok and Twitch. DataFist on all social media. Also follow Lily Hikaru. He's hilarious. So yeah, financial stability would be great. Because like, start the
Especially
company
with
to
these
help with that.
checks.
Oh my god, yeah. No, if the checks, then I am going to be so relaxed. That'll give me the time to work on this stuff and give me time to build up, Liquid Mob. If you're watching, need social media help, Look for Liquid Mob, or you can just me here. I do social media consultations, and I teach how to do stuff, bro. So yeah.
It's really interesting too because the whole conversation of recurring right, and even last Andrew
Are you
Yang
watching
about
C? Sorry to interrupt you.
me. No,
Okay. I thought you were watching
um,
CNN as they argue over the bill. Oh my God, look at you,
oh
so
no,
political.
no. But I didn't think that Peter's talking about Scandinavian, but certain countries in the world that had got universal basic income,
Yeah.
and their overall level of it went up because of it, and about that.
Oh,
That
you're
was
talking
something
about,
interesting.
there's a word for it. There's a what is
That's why I just said I guess I could say happiness.
yeah, what thing? It's like comfort of living standard.
Standard living.
Standards.
It was way higher. It was
Yeah.
way higher.
When your standard of living is because and they're happy, it's because like their country handles Maslow's hierarchy of needs basically for them. So all they need to do is just enjoy themselves, because the likelihood of you getting a job in countries is high. The likelihood of whatever job you have being able to live, I'm gonna say medium because I don't know their landscape very well, but I don't think these countries have a massive homeless population. And a place to stay sounds easy. Just you get to go make friends, you get to go do things. European for having 3 months out of the year where people can travel, and then traveling in Europe around Europe is like expensive. Not only that, everyone's like standard of living is high, so they're social, so the social landscape changes. It's very
Yeah, and that's just so interesting because we just had this conversation like around last year with Ben Peterson, everywhere, in terms of like news and YouTube and things like this.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of debates about it too. So it's really interesting that we're talking about this. And last
the
year,
socialist bill in democratic America.
Not how that works. No, I'm joking. I don't know.
I think it's gonna happen to America one day. We're gonna become a socialist country, but because of the way our politics work, we're gonna still say that we're democratic.
Right.
I think we'll have universal basic income care by the 3000, but it's guys by the Republican and New Democratic parties are all the time fighting for things that they have already decided and the seems will happen. To keep the country divided enough where they can't make any monetary change, but like together enough, like they don't complain about anything because their needs are met, and they found a way for it not to cost money for them, the government and the legislatures.
Right.
So that's what I
I'm
think.
so sorry. This is random, but have you seen the new grenade in freaking Borderlands?
No, what is it?
It's literally a unicorn.
Oh, is it the bus stallion
Look,
grenade?
you can I don't what's it called? Let me see what this thing is called. Diamond butt bomb.
That is a grenade that is that's a bus stallion reference.
Oh yeah.
So does it just
The
throw out a
reference,
unicorn?
Yeah, so when you throw it, it's a unicorn, and when it explodes, it's like all of these. Okay, look at it. Do you see it?
Yeah, I'm watching. Sorry, stream. That's hilarious.
Oh god.
How many
And it does a
legendaries have
lot
you
of
picked up?
damage. Not many. Only like
And you already have
4.
new legendaries. How crazy. That's insane.
Remember, it was from my inbox.
Oh, so that must mean I have guns. I'll check that out later. I'll put that on stream. All the giveaway guns that Gearbox gave away. Apparently, there's a new mode called like gun something mode. I have no clue what it does.
Yeah, I saw it earlier. Let me show you. I saw it earlier. It's matchmaking. Arms race.
Yeah, what is that?
It says it doesn't say anything actually.
Hilarious.
It doesn't.
New mode, unexplained.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything.
If it's PvP, I'm shooting myself.
It might be.
I'm shooting myself.
It sounds like it is.
No, I'm what I'm thinking it is like some crazy gun mode. I'm not sure. I haven't played it in forever because only games I've been playing are the indie ones because
I
there's
just
good
got a
quality.
I just got a YouTube comment, and
Right
it
now,
says, yeah, it says, I reckon you'll like my friend's channel too. Check her out.
are you gonna check her out?
No.
Yeah, that's what happens on YouTube a lot because some people understand that in order to grow your channel, you need to comment on other people's stuff. But they forget that you're supposed to provide value, so people are curious about who you are, and then they naturally click on your stuff. So, you know,
Right.
those pushy comments don't really work so much as you going. Like, let's say like we're talking about like election stuff or whatever, and someone
Mm-hmm.
says something funny about Mitch McConnell. I'm more likely to go to your channel and then click and then subscribe if I think you're funny and
It's funny.
your
Yeah.
your content shows that you're funny or consistent. That is a free tip for you if you're looking for a social media consultant. Hit me up. So yeah, you got to spend
Uh,
time
I,
on the platform.
I just I love West Side Live so goddamn much. He is hilarious.
I follow someone who reminds me of Westside Live. His name is Mighty Keith. He
Mm-hmm.
he makes gaming content though.
Okay.
Yeah, they kind of look the same though. I am Mighty Keith. I'm so
Oh.
glad that I found this app. I can't wait to make a ton of good music. I'm so glad your transition doesn't look terrible too.
Oh, you liked it?
Yeah, it looked interesting. It's pretty basic because you don't really have a design document, so no one knows what custom stuff to make for you. But like, even based on what you got, it's still pretty good. I would have told her since you're like a super nerd for Kingdom Hearts to make your LH a Kingdom Hearts reveal, which is that like flash of light plus the white pixels, and then your
Right,
logo comes
right.
in. That would have been dope. Because Kingdom Hearts likes to blind people.
Blind, yeah.
Dude,
Genshin Impact does too. Those fucking pure white fucking loading screens.
yeah, blame Kingdom Hearts for that. That's the only they got that from that. Every time you transferred a world in Kingdom Hearts or went to a new one, there was always a flash of white, which is blinding. I just
Yeah.
kept doing it. Uh, my friend
You're like,
was over
that's
one day. Yeah, it's so bad. My friend was over one day, and I was literally shielding my eyes as the white transition happened, and he's like, "You're being dramatic." And he looked at the screen, and he's like, "Oh my god!" Like I told you, dude, they want to blind you. I can't wait to master this app. Coming with the funkiest tune ever.
I'm so scared.
Why,
Oh, because music is infectious. It
dude?
can really, it can really, it can
Yeah,
boost you, dude.
it can
You
change
put
the
good,
mood.
you can put good music over something. Oh, dude.
Yeah, and it's less terrible or it's emotional. I wanna copy. The first thing I want to learn how to do is copy Afro Shenju's opening theme, and then once I do that, I know I'm ready to make something.
Right.
Play
His
my
new one? Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Play my
Yeah, yeah, it's
uh,
so good.
dude. I want to know who's making these animations for these YouTubers because Max and Afro Senju's animations are ridiculous.
Afro, they paid a lot of money. Afro said he paid almost 2K for his, at least the one that he has like right now.
Yeah,
Um, and to be fair, Afro though, he just went on Twitter and just like, yeah, everybody make one. I'm just gonna pick one.
really.
That's what he did.
That's how you know
But
you're.
he also did say like, don't be afraid to DM me. Like if you do this, like DM me and show me like a portfolio. Because he was talking about it in some YouTube videos before he made the one that he has now.
That's how you know you're a creator when you're just like, hey man, I need this thing, and people are like, oh, let's make it. Let's ride this guy's wave. Let's give him
Right.
free stuff for that boost. You know what I get mad about? I get the only thing that makes me really frustrated is when these channels make expensive things for other big channels. I'm just like,
Mhm.
why? He can
Why?
afford to he or she can afford to
He can
buy
do it
this thing
himself.
themselves. And you don't even need to do that. You're also a big channel. Help out a small creator, you guys like. I think the thing that bothered me is like when
That's why I like Afro.
I think that no, I understand. He doesn't really pander or anything, but the thing that made me mad
Yeah.
is when this Canadian YouTuber Linus Tech Tips, he made a
You gotta love
computer.
Linus though.
I love Linus too, but he made this like computer for PewDiePie, and I was like,
Oh, the
why?
Minecraft one?
Yeah, I was like, Linus, you're in like you're literally you're more popular than PewDiePie. You just don't know it, and you're gonna make a computer for a guy who doesn't need it. Like,
Doesn't need it.
give that to a streamer that you think is cool or doing something interesting, because I guarantee you they need that equipment. Like, if I was Linus Tech Tips, I would find the next version of me who is just starting and is
Right.
committed and is working his butt off and go, hey man, I think you're funny or your content's good. Here's a better computer, because I guarantee you this is a better computer than the one you have. That's much better. That way you help the streamer by cross-pollinating them, giving them the equipment they need, and showing you're a good
Right.
freaking person. Versus being like, hey, my name is Keanu Reeves, and I'm giving this motorcycle to friggin', I don't know, Samuel L. Jackson. I mean, like, that's cute, but that helps nobody.
I mean, it's cool because we see that you know Sam, but
Like, what is this for? I hate that stuff. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I mean, like, Robert Downey Jr. did. He just gave all his because I love it, whatever, and then the media picked up on it. Fine, that's fine. But he wasn't going out of his way to, like, Hollywood Reporter, like what I gave, Chris Hemsworth, gave him a Mustang. Like, no, he was just like, I got it by the cars. I guess the news found out about it. Oops.
from one millionaire to the other, let me give you $1 million.
See, that stuff I don't mind. Like, that makes sense. You're in a particular community and you want to give to that community. Fine, whatever. But I hate it when it's like they make a show of it. That's why I said Robert Downey Jr.'s thing is fine. He was on a movie set with people that he has to deal with all the time. So giving away this added value, and he made sure everybody else was happy. But like I said, when two big people, a big person makes something for big, and then makes it like a big movie about it, like, it's for like, who is this for? The clout chasers and the people who love to watch the world, like, they might know what they're watching is hot dude butter. So it's just so weird.
Yeah, it's. I thought about it too, and it's also kind of like it's also one of those things where it's like you have to ask, is the views worth it though? Like, genuinely, or maybe there's like a little bit in there because it's 30s. Oh my god, two celebrities standing in one place. This has never happened. But I mean, I'm not wrong, but
you're not. That's why I'm laughing. Like, this is great.
And this was something Afro was talking about this too on YouTube with clickbaiters. Like it's one of those things, when you see a video and you're like, nah, fam, nah, I'm not clicking you.
I'm not clicking that at all.
You see the way that they kind of word it and stuff, especially when it's something that you know about, like an industry that you work in or whatever, and you see the title, and it's just like, come on, dude.
Yeah, like, for me, it's like how to grow your Instagram in like 2 weeks. I'm like, it's gonna take longer than that, fam.
I mean, unless you buy an Instagram with
if you buy that, you don't even need to just start buying stuff.
You don't even need to just start buying stuff, yeah.
Just pay Instagram to give you 5 million followers. They'll do it, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's what I found. I didn't know you can buy Twitter and YouTube accounts and stuff like this.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's if you want to. That's IP. That's IP investing. So, like, intellectual property investing is hard because most people don't know how to do it. So the way you can do it is you can buy into the property and get residuals or points on that property. Or in the new age, you can build up a channel which works like a company, and then sell it to somebody. Or you, like, if you're gonna do what I'm gonna do, which is build up my channels, and then be a kingmaker, and then start building up other channels and take points for them, or a management fee. That's IP management. When I go to sleep, I have 10 different channels in the Jeffrey Clark YouTube sphere, or stream team, and they just give me a management fee because I'm the one literally helping them grow. So I take a little bit off the top. Even when I'm done managing them, I made sure in the contract I own that IP. So even when I'm done, like, with the stream team, as long as they keep making something under that same name, I take 10% of it every month. IP management, man, is glorious.
No, yeah, for sure. Because I was sitting here and I remember people were saying that a popular streamer named Destiny bought his Instagram. And I was like, you can just openly admit that? And then everybody's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's not illegal at all.
I was like, yeah, you can just straight up buy whatever the hell you want. You
Yeah.
want to buy that? Go ahead. Um, and then my friend was like, you know those Instagrams with the pictures of girls and stuff, and it's like follow this account if you want access to this Instagram, and then it's just like a chain that just never stops. He was like, yeah,
Yeah.
that turns into somebody buys it and then it's gonna change. That's why on Instagram you'll see an account that you've never seen before. It's because somebody bought it and then started uploading their own things into it over
Yeah.
time.
The more modern method is like what happens is like an Instagram story chain where they're just like go follow this person because people just do it. So like all the models and all the OF models out there, they're just like, yeah, we'll just like keep telling people to subscribe to each other's channels and do it in a huge cycle for free.
In
It
a
costs no money,
in
and then
mass, in
all of them
mass. And
grow.
it's free, yeah.
Yeah,
And it's
a few
free,
of
yeah.
them charge. Like I know a friend of mine who works in that space will charge people that are better to come up because it's just free money or whatever. But most of them they usually just do it for free if you're in their sphere of like influence or followers. If you're below them, some of them
Right.
are like no, you got to pay, which is fine. Like I said, if you're in a certain stratosphere of like social media making, like you should probably make sure it's a safe like interaction for you.
Right. Right. Yeah, I didn't know that. Like I remember just sitting there and I was like, you can just buy that shit?
You can just buy
Oh, you just buy it? Really?
straight up.
So do you advise it or do you think it's better to just be genuine and go from zero?
It depends. It depends on the person. I hate saying that because it's a semantics battle, and I don't like doing
Right.
that.
Yeah.
What I will
Right.
say is, if you're a brand, like if you're selling something, even if that's you're selling yourself, like I'm a brand, so I'm DataFist. I'm a brand. And if you want to grow quickly, yes, that's advertisement. You want to do it. It's advertisement. If you want to grow slowly and create that genuine audience, expect to be into the 1 to 10 year, like you have to have a 1 to 10 year plan because it usually takes 10 years for people to hit that big influencer. I can do whatever I want mark. Unless you're so
Right.
unique, so interesting, or amazing at copying, then you'll grow much faster. But even then people it's smart to just advertise. So like if you are like me who has a personal channel that's just Jeffrey Clark, it's going to be vlogs. Yeah, I mean that's a personal thing. I don't think you should advertise. I think you should just grow that organically. But if
Mm-hmm.
you're like Data Fist, I make gaming content, I tell you what to buy and what not to buy, then advertise. But there's also multiple ways to advertise. So if
Right.
you're
Right. Right.
really
Right.
savvy, I say the best thing to do is take your content, make it as pretty as possible. So let's say I'm making Is It Fun for Cyberpunk 2077. And let's say I say it is fun for whatever reason. And it is. And that's going to be my verdict, even though it's a broken mess. I'm going to make that video look as great as possible, not only for my brand, but because I'm so new, I can go, hey, CD Projekt Red, I made this video about your product. If you like it, I would love it if you put it on your channels and then just link it back to me and you can have this free license for as long as you want. That way,
Right.
when they put it up on their channels, all of their channels people are seeing it and they're going to eventually come, or at least a percentage of them will come to me. And that costs no money. All it costs is my time and my effort. And then, of course, if you're really trying to advertise, you have the option of advertising with other creators in your sphere. So you can grow faster because you want to make sure when you advertise, you're advertising to people who want to see your content. So if you're on Instagram or Twitter or wherever, you go to all those gaming people who make gaming content and go, hey, you can do it 2 ways. You can go, hey, I'd love to make some content with you. And if they say yes, then that's free. And you're saving money and you're being smart, and that's still advertisement. Or
Mm-hmm.
secondarily, you can go, hey, how much for a shout out? And they'll tell you. And then, you pay them and, you get a shout out. And if you're really savvy, you can figure a way to get them to shout out you with no money. So, the if you're terrible at advertising, pay. If you're great at advertising, create packages or
Great.
reasons why people in your area or above want to work with you, and free advertisement. So I say if you're a regular person, do personal stuff, don't advertise it. Grow naturally. If you're a brand or selling something or a company, or you're a or you're a person that wants to grow quickly, you're gonna have to advertise.
Right. So even if you're a Twitch streamer, but your plan is to really grow, you say buy it. Like, don't hesitate.
Don't hesitate to buy it, but have a plan. Don't buy for no reason. So what I would
Right,
say is,
right,
let's
right.
say first off, Twitch. I'm on the platform and I'm using it, but Twitch is hot garbage when it comes to
It
growth.
is. No, it
So
is. It is.
I want to tell people, if you're on Twitch, unless you are already affiliate or partner, this is your secondary form of media. This is the thing
I
that you're going to
would.
put
I
effort
would.
into.
I will. I will. A hot topic. I would actually say maybe own partner
Okay.
and not affiliate. Only because, like, we've talked about this a little bit before, but partner is where all the opportunities are.
I disagree. Those are all the opportunities
Um,
that Twitch gives you. If I'm affiliate, I can guarantee you, with a little effort, I can find a bunch of companies that will want to work with me because I have numbers that will come in. So those deals will be not the best because the numbers may be small because I am only an affiliate, but still, an accolade is an accolade. And if, like I said, if you know how to advertise, you can make that happen for you. So,
mhm.
when you're YouTube partner, or when you're Twitch partners, or when you are in the TikTok marketplace, that's the time where the platform helps you.
Right.
You have to make your own opportunities. So, that's why I was, if you're on Twitch, this is your secondary platform. Don't put any effort into your Twitch. If you've got money and you've got an aesthetic, definitely pay somebody to make all your transitions and this, that, and the other. So when people come to you, you look like you're put together, and you can send that stuff over to YouTube. But this is not your primary platform. Your primary platform is always going to be the one that will pay you
Offsite.
while you sleep, and that will be
Offsite. Yeah.
YouTube,
YouTube
and that will
and
be
maybe
TikTok.
Instagram, depending, right?
No, Instagram is
Instagram
all
too,
marketing.
but never mind then.
Instagram is all marketing deals. If you're on Instagram, if you grow on Instagram, congratulations, you've on the hardest platform you can get anywhere. The deal is the best on Instagram, but it is also hardest to grow on. Organic growth on Instagram is like trying to take down a bear with a toothpick. You need
Oh
help.
gosh.
You're gonna need to advertise. I don't care how good, original, or great you are. It's secondary platform. So your primary platforms
Right.
are always the platforms where you can find growth and that you can make money on. And right now, that's basically TikTok and YouTube. And you're gonna want to
And
move
not
fast
only
on
that,
TikTok.
Twitch, like we just said too, this
Twitch
was
is
off
secondary.
stream actually.
Yeah,
Twitch is just garbage at promoting you. Even
yeah,
top streamers now, like if you're not at the top, like you're screwed.
yeah,
It
and
it sucks. It's just like that though. If you're not at the top, you're screwed.
yeah.
And if
So
you're
you
on Twitch as a viewer, you pretty much should agree.
Yeah, so this is your secondary platform. That's why I don't put that much effort into my Twitch streams right now. It's just me playing games, figuring out what I want to do, and then when I have ideas ready, then I can put in an effort into Twitch, because what will happen is when I have my show formats down on Twitch, I just do them here and they go straight to YouTube, where the numbers will be
Yep.
far higher, and what will happen is people will just convert back to my Twitch. So your primary platform is always the one where you'll get while you sleep, which is currently YouTube and TikTok only. Oh, not even really TikTok only, because TikTok, you don't make money until you get to the marketplace. But like I said, if you know how to advertise, you can make marketing deals there. So you should be, as a
I'm not gonna
new,
lie, I know zero about TikTok, sadly.
I mean, there's nothing to learn. Open TikTok, see what people are doing, and then have fun on TikTok. And if you're trying to do rapid growth, that's when you start doing you playing the metric game. And it's not even that hard. You just go to the discovery page, see what's on it, copy it, make sure it's your on brand, and you grow like a motherfucker. And then obviously the best way to grow on any platform is to tell a story. Like I made a TikTok today about my challenge to myself, which is to post 365 days this year, and I was in a major lull because I didn't post for months, and then it's one of my highest viewed videos because it's a story. It's about me.
Right.
It's about a human being. So that'll always beat out any form of content. The content stream goes: if you're funny, you're on top. If you're informational, you're okay. So it's the top. The top brass is funny, informational, and then stories and viral content. Those are Those are the brackets. If you can mix even 2 of those things consistently, you're going to grow disgustingly fast. Also, there's a special sphere called music. If you make good music, you're going to grow no matter what. You don't even need to tell a story, just
Yeah.
put music out there and it's good. People will just start hitting clicks because it's an emotional thing that people can't control. If they like it, they're going to follow it.
Yeah, this is true too.
Yeah, so TLDR, basically TLDR, if you don't mind growing slow, don't advertise. But if you're trying to grow very quickly, advertise. Like for me, I'm planning on getting as much content out by May as possible, having all of my short formats done, fun done. Your media consultant will be done and have like a content stream. My other YouTube channel will have like at least 90 days of vlogs, and then of course I would have figured out what shows I have on Twitch. And then, like when the end of March hits, then whatever tiny bit of cash I have, that's when I'm gonna start advertising. And then I'm gonna make the decision to either advertise using the Google platform, which is extremely powerful. You should use it if you have the cash, which is they
Yeah.
don't need a whole lot. Or you can decide to be very pinpoint accurate with your advertising and just ask for other people in your sphere and in your category of content creation to shout you out. And if you're smart too, make friends, because you could just be this dope video out. I think your people would like it watching it, and then if you like it, give it a shout out. Once again, free advertising.
Yeah.
You know, free
Literally
advertising.
free.
Yeah, it could literally just be you being a good person, and then that coming back, because I have
I
a lot of
think
friends.
a really good thing to do is me whatever you pick, just talk to as many as you can do. Hopefully within your level. Obviously, it's a lot easier to talk to smaller creator. Doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah, they're
which
just
is
good
what
people
I'm
trying
doing.
to grow or just make content.
Yeah. Talk to people in your bracket. Unless you know somebody, which is that's if you know somebody and they're willing to help too. Like that's in its own way, it's a whole different game plan.
Well, like
and
also
how
be
much they're
genuine.
willing.
Yeah,
No,
be
yeah,
genuine.
for sure, be genuine.
Like I have a friend who does fashion content. She's like amazing and part of my like content bracket. So what I can offer some value to them. I can go, hey, I'm looking to collaborate with you. I know we're in different brackets, but I also make great content. I have this like content idea. Like let's say I make gaming content, right? And she's in fashion. So if you come to them with an idea that they find value in, you could, damn well work with someone who's like, you could have like 50 subscribers and they can have 5 million. But if they like your idea, it's worth it and you don't waste it.
Right.
I guarantee you can happen, because like I said, I have a friend who's in fashion and I have an idea that pitch to her, and if she likes it, then we make this YouTube video, and then I'm more likely to grow. I mean, the cross pollination may not be great because her people are like fashion people. But it still shows something that's very important in any form of media, which is validation.
Mm-hmm.
Like if someone's validating you, people are going to come to you. So like let's say someone sees my video and they see that I only have like 100 subscribers, but I'm working with someone who has like 500,000. They're gonna want to know why, even if it's not immediately apparent. They'll click subscribe.
Right.
Like you can mess with that, and then just give them value over time, so they don't regret the subscription.
Yeah. Because and it's really weird. So I actually have a question for you.
Yeah.
What do you think about people making it seem like only your subscriber count matters? Because obviously, that transaction isn't purely just that. Like you can bring a lot of value just by maybe you gave somebody an idea because you're just funny in this really different way, or et cetera, et cetera. So what's your opinion on that? Because a lot of people seem to think, oh, my count isn't as high, so I can't even reach out to this individual.
I think that comes from the human element that I feel at this point, which is fear. Like when you see something, when you're outside looking in, and you're looking at the pinnacle of something. So like you just start YouTube, but the only YouTubers you've seen are PewDiePie or Main's like channel. You're gonna think subscriber count is the only thing that matters because you don't know any better. You don't know the business. You don't know how to advertise. You don't know how to brand. You don't know how to talk to people in the space because you're so scared that everyone on the other end of your screen or in your sphere of like influence or genre of content creation making, you think that they only care about subscriber count, or that you don't have anything to offer them, so you're not going to do it. So there's nothing wrong with those people other than they're just fearful or uninformed. They're wrong, not to be like aggressive to those people. They don't have the know-how to make what they have go far. So a lot of people I like to tell people up front about, how I work, because they're going to be like, "Oh, you're a social media consultant and developer, but you only have 700 and some 50 people on Instagram." And I'm like, "Yeah, because my goal isn't to be the biggest Instagram influencer, it's to host conventions." And if you as you can see through my feed, I've hosted a ton of conventions. So you have to
Yeah.
understand what's your goal on social media, so you can make the best of social media, so you don't waste your time doing something that doesn't matter to you. So my goal is financial independence through social
Right.
media. So I understand that I need to make a certain subscriber count on all of the platforms so I can get
Right. Right.
marketing deals. Not only that, I can use that influence to drive people to my social media consulting business, and I can genuinely provide people value with that. I have two streams of income. And not only that, I'm providing genuine value. I'm not just leeching off of my subscribers. No, I'm like, "Hey, you subscribe to me. I've built this great community. I've got my friends. I've got this advertising cash. I've got this marketing cash. Thank you so much. You've made my life great. I'm going to keep making your lives as good as mine. Also, if you're trying to be like me, I run a business on the side where I give you, consulting tips. I'll give them to you for free for here. But let's be real, you're probably not going to grow fast just by watching tips.
Just
I will
by
give you,
watching. Yeah.
yeah, I will go through your channel and help you grow and make sure that your plan is for you." So that's people have to understand that, you can once you know your plan on social media, or your goal, you can find a ton of different ways to get there. Um,
Right.
because as you can see, I watched the first thing I saw when I opened up YouTube as 2021 started is this big YouTuber leaving, and I watched it, and I don't even know who this person was, and he watched it, and he's leaving because he's done. He has the money that he needs, and the job that he wants, so he doesn't feel the need to make YouTube content anymore. So that's the
Right.
goal, is to eventually either get to a point where you make a ton of money and you don't have to do anything anymore, or get to a point where you make the amount of money you want to live, or any of these other goals, to where everything else is just gravy. So that's what I have to
Yeah.
say about it.
Okay. Because it's something that obviously we see this a lot too. A lot of people do just go, "Oh, sub count this and this, blah blah blah."
Yeah.
And after I actually have an example, but I'm gonna say after because there's somebody we both know that's actually pretty popular. And
Okay.
I genuinely don't want to start drama, but I'll tell you later. Um,
Okay.
it's really interesting though because these are people that say that, and it's really funny because they'll say that, and I don't think they realize that it actually says more about them than it does, whoever they're talking about,
Yeah.
right?
I
It genuinely does.
I think what you're talking about is when people have a certain subscriber count and they're all cloudy about it, versus a person who's new and
No.
thinks that the industry runs on subscriber count. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm more so talking about the second one, where
Yeah.
there's just people who think that, oh, if you don't have a certain amount, that you can't go to other creators.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that's fine. I don't have any problem with that, because, like I said, it's just ignorance. It's the first one that bothers me. Let's say a person who
Oh no,
finally
it's
hit 10,000
big-headed
on YouTube,
big-headed
and they think
people,
they're the best, and they cause
and it's
problems. I
like,
don't.
bro, you're at 10K, calm down.
Yeah, relax. Um, I would tell people to go to YouTube's to VidCon, but I hear it's just not good anymore.
Oh
So
no,
don't go.
oh
But
no.
when I went, I'm glad I did, because not only did I meet my favorite creators, thank you VidCon, you guys were fantastic for the year that I went. But when I started talking to people around me who were making money off of YouTube and chilling, one, you'll see a bunch of people that you never expected to make it on, just people, they're not gorgeous, not saying they're ugly, but they're not unnecessarily made up or anything. They're just people who
Yeah.
do this, that, or the other, and they're in their stuff, and they're very proud of it. So one, you'll get that notion out of your head that you need to be stunning to make it on any social media
Yeah.
platform.
The
And then
same goes for
two,
like computers and quality and stuff. Like, there's a lot of people who have worse than computers than both of us, and
yeah,
probably have higher stats and stuff like that.
yeah, it'll be eye
Yeah,
opening to be
that's
around other
facts.
creators. That's what I'm saying. And
No,
then
yeah,
to
like
your
we said
point,
earlier, with make sure you talk to other creators and that you try to.
yeah, create a sphere for yourself, because it'll keep you going too. Like, I'm just glad that I have a friend whose house I go over to, and they do is make YouTube content, and they make a disturbing amount of money. It's great. Shout out to Sasso Studios. I love your Sonic content. It's amazing. But I get to spend a day a week with them. Every time I go over, it's fantastic. The guys are great. They're chilling. They're making good content, and they're relaxed making it. And that's the best thing about it. And it's easier for them because they all live together. They're going to be living next to each other pretty soon, but they all make that stuff, and being in that room with them, being in a room with people who make all the time, it's going to help. It goes back to that saying, like, look at your five most, closest friends, and you're going to see where you're going to be in like 10 years or whatever.
Yeah.
And luckily for me, my closest five friends are creators. Like, so that means, I'm going to be creating for a long time, and I'll be just
Like,
fine.
to be fair, we also work at AnimeCon, so we have kind of an edge.
I mean,
We
yeah,
kind
that's
of have an
secondary
edge
stuff.
too. Yeah,
Like, you'll see
yeah,
me on Twitch, you'll see me on YouTube, and then I'm hosting your nearest convention. That's crazy. You know, I also feel bad because like I used to get introduced all the time as like a social media savant, but I didn't start my social media business until last year. So it's just like, oh well, I'm finally gonna earn that opening. But yeah, no, just take your time, do what you want, learn the ropes of social media. Don't get into all the SEO stuff when you start. It's not worth it. Like, I learned it as a way to make money, like as a way to start my company and as a way to help people. But as a creator, focus on creating. You don't want to get into
yeah,
metrics and the most optimum time to post and this, that, or the other until you're like maybe 6 months to a year in, because you want that catalog of good content that you consider okay to good, because creators don't consider their content great ever. But you want that catalog
yeah,
before you start worrying about metrics and stuff, because if you worry about both at the same time, you're going to quit or you're going to tire yourself out. So just make stuff. Even me, the guy who knows SEO and all that, I don't care. I'm just making stuff. My first couple videos on my YouTube channel are garbage to me. They're just a let's play and a vlog, and then this is going up today, which is a just chatting, and it's not mega. It's just going to be basic until, and I'm gonna add stuff to it over time, and then I'm gonna look back and I'm gonna like, oh snap, it's time to advertise. Even if I'm not at a great subscriber count, I'm gonna advertise. I'm gonna make friends. I'm gonna make stuff. So keep it simple, guys.
yeah. It's like that. It really is.
It be like that, though.
Yeah. I watched. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like Pokemon, but I will always say I think she gives some of the best advice. Um, in terms of, because she's really good with her social media stuff.
Yeah.
And she was talking about, so this is going back to Twitch.
Uh huh.
She was saying that if you're a creator in the beginning, she was like, you shouldn't be streaming no more than like 4 hours. Like, and even that's kind of pushing it, right? It's because this goes back to what you said too. It's just Twitch isn't really going to promote you, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
this is
at
a
all.
secondary platform. Don't put
Yeah.
all your chips in this basket. It's very tiring. It's taxing on people, and you should be putting it in a platform that's going to help you grow, or that you can at least market so you can grow. Like, if you're going to be
Right.
putting 4 hours into anything, it should be TikTok, and you need to hurry up before it
Yeah.
turns into Instagram, because it will.
Right. 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 Uh, Instagram, or well, any, yeah, because the I would really say, if you guys had to pick, you should really consider TikTok or YouTube as your primary.
Those are the two.
Until you get to, until you get to on Twitch, like, you start averaging, like 1 to 2,000 people. Afro Sinju, he averages 3 to 4,000.
Yeah.
That's when you can actually start taking a step back and be like, okay, Twitch is pretty fun.
Yeah,
But
then you
if
can
it,
just Twitch
if
all day, and people will give you
yeah,
your rent money in an hour.
yeah,
And
that's when you do those, crazy 8 to 12 hour, 24-hour streams, when you have like 1,000 plus people watching and stuff like that.
and then only do them for a reason. Like,
Yeah,
I my goal is to have my first charity stream or charity video by like summer, because like I really want to give money to like education and stuff, in that vein. But like, only do it when you know you're gonna get like the money, or join something that'll boost you. So like, I know there's a bunch of like companies that go, hey, stream for us, make money for us. and we'll
Hmm.
put you in this like carousel of creators uh to help make money for it. And even if your channel makes $0 for that charity, one, it shows that you're like a good person,
Yeah.
like trying to help like some people less fortunate than you. And two, like it can introduce you to a ton of people if you're smart. So like if I'm at a charity stream, I want to see everybody else in that charity lineup, and I want to send them an email saying, "Hey man, thank you for like streaming. That was awesome. Like, it would be great if we like chatted or whatever, or just keep it simple, like, hey, thanks for streaming in this charity. I know you don't know me, but I just wanted to tell you that was awesome and whatever. Hey man, it
Right.
could lead to a friendship down the line."
I'm sorry. I'm getting kind of wrecked in Borderlands a little bit.
Yeah. See, what would be
I'm on
crazy
the Katagawa ball.
if the gunplay from yeah, I see you. If the gunplay from Cyberpunk 2077 was in Borderlands, I would never stop playing Borderlands because Cyberpunk's gunplay is just it's
I
just
just like
perfect.
PvE experiences a lot. That's why I would buy what's it called? I already forgot the name of the new zombie game.
Oh, you talking about
Back for Blood.
Bad for Blood?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I loved, Call of Duty, uh
Zombies.
zombies. Oh, so much. Almost every single one too. I learned the meta, like the mechanics, how to get like good scores,
Yeah,
all
I've never seen a
the
person play
tactics.
that for fun. Every person that I've seen play
They take
zombies
it
is like,
serious.
"Yeah, I'm playing this right now to get these secrets, and I'm like, what the fuck?" I think the most annoying thing ever, but I still love you for it, is when you were playing it and you're like, "Yeah, man, I gotta shoot the moon." I was like, "Wait, what?" And they're like,
Oh
"Yeah,
yeah.
you gotta shoot the moon
Yeah,
because there's
you
some
gotta shoot
hidden
the
junk
moon.
in it." And I was just like, I hate this
Yeah,
game. I love it
yeah.
because contextual gameplay is beautiful, but I hate that it's something so complicated in a simple mode. It's like Jesus. That was the most head spinning thing ever.
Oh god, yeah, that was funny. That was
Gotta
pretty
shoot the
funny.
moon.
Black Ops 2 is still the best. That was, oh god, that was like the pinnacle of Call of Duty.
I
It's
can't
so damn
I
good.
can't not hear Black Ops and then not hear Donkey in my brain. Black Ops.
Black Ops.
Black Ops. He just shoots somebody. Black Ops.
Black Ops.
Why is it funny? I don't know. Donkey's
Oh,
the
dude.
king.
So I messed up earlier. It wasn't My Hero Academia. It was Attack on Titan. Has a new
Oh, the
game.
AOT game.
Yeah,
If there's a
that's
new
what I
one,
meant.
if
Yeah,
there's
it's
a
a
new
new
one,
one.
I haven't seen it. I saw an AOT game that came out in March of 2019, and that's
Yeah,
AOT
I
2.
misspoke. Yeah, I
So I have
misspoke.
no clue what that game is.
Yeah, I misspoke.
Jaeger! I love
Also,
Giguk.
don't be afraid to consider YouTube to stream on, guys.
Yes, but there's a thing about YouTube streaming is you know, tell everyone who, if you're big enough on YouTube to stream, you want to do with what I saw who was it? It wasn't DeFranco. It was somebody. Tell them not to not donate through YouTube. You want to tell them to donate through your Patreon or whatever, because YouTube takes like a huge chunk of whatever you give to your creator. And I mean, like, I think it's like 20% of what you send them goes to YouTube. That's a lot. Like, and they're already making a ton of money off of advertising on your stream. So
On your
if you
streams,
stream on
yeah.
YouTube and people are sending you money, just create a Patreon and tell them to like, send money through Patreon, or I think Discord allows that now too, where you can send money. Is that a thing now? I think it is. No?
No,
Okay, no. Well, then just tell them to find another platform to give you money on,
I
because
don't think
YouTube's
so.
not
No,
it. YouTube's not
I
it.
know Facebook. You can request money for sure.
I don't want to do that. That's scummy. You just want it to
No,
come
I know,
naturally.
but you can. Yeah,
Yeah,
but you can. Yeah.
yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it on Facebook. Just do it
Or
on
just
Patreon.
put a if you I don't know if you can actually. This might be stretching. What they do on Twitch. Just put a PayPal link and then you get all the money.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, do that. Yeah, if you just every like
link a
10
pay like
minutes,
yeah, link
every
a PayPal.
yeah, every 30 minutes of your stream, just like, put that PayPal link in there and tell them if they're liking what they're seeing, or if they want to send you like a super chat or whatever to do it through. Oh, it was
Super chat
Chris
is what
Doe.
they
Chris
okay,
Doe.
super chat is what they take the money from, I believe.
Yeah. So this is a guy named Chris Doe who does marketing and business advice. And he's like, yeah, he was doing a seminar on YouTube where he was like teaching people how to build their company from start to finish, which I thought was beautiful. And he's like, hey, yeah. Don't give us money on YouTube. They take it. Just PayPal me. And I was
Oh
like, oh, that's
God.
so smart. So yeah, PayPal. Use PayPal if you're going to YouTube, so you can, you know, get all of the money your subscribers are giving you. And I say that for a very particular reason. I'm sure there's some people going like, that's really weird. Why would you want to tell them to not this, that, and the other? And the reason why is like if a person who like supports you wants to give you money, you should get all of that money. Mainly because the platform you're on makes tons of money the moment you
Off of the
start streaming.
ads. Yeah, off the
And
ads that get paid.
secondarily, you want to use that money to make your life great or your content great so you can keep providing, that same value to the person who wanted to give to you. So that's
Yep.
why it makes sense. But yeah.
It's really it's so insane. We're gonna play ads and we're gonna take your stuff.
Oh yeah, no, it's people like money.
Yeah.
One of my favorite lines in pitch meeting and Screen Rant is like, "Why are you doing this in the movie? Because money." Oh yeah, money. I like money. I'm okay with that.
Money. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh
I
dude, that's
forgot about
amazing.
money. I like money. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. Oh really? Oh my god, I love that show. All right, my man. We've been streaming for over an hour, and I only told you an hour, so this has been
Oh dude,
awesome. Do
it
you have any
doesn't matter
final
to me.
thoughts?
Uh listen, this is coming from me, and I know a lot of Twitch streamers, and it's actually kind of is to knock Twitch because they have been messing up pretty bad. Um, Twitch isn't everything, guys. It's really not. They do provide. What was we talked about this? It was Twitch has the best opportunities, but other places just have better deals in some ways
Mm-hmm.
because Twitch you're exclusive, but if you go to YouTube or Facebook or D Live or whatever, you can stream to whatever you want and stream the 3 different platforms and make a lot of money. But
Mm-hmm.
Twitch does have nice perks that they give people. I will admit it, like it's also the cool kids club in some way if you think about it, right? Like Twitch is where it's at, and if you have a good audience on Twitch, like you get more cool points for having 20,000 people on Twitch over YouTube. But you guys should know Twitch isn't the only place. You can do it on YouTube. You can do it on D Live. You can do it on Facebook. And whatever other streaming platforms are coming later, you guys can definitely, go to other places. Twitch isn't the end all be all. Just you gotta remember that.
That's great advice. To wrap it up for me, I'm gonna say follow my friend Lily Hikaru on YouTube and on Twitch. Follow me on YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram. DataFist everywhere. Lily Hikaru everywhere. We look forward to seeing you guys again. My final advice is do what you want. Enjoy 2021. Set goals if you're just starting, and have fun, guys. That's all we need to do right now is just have fun. Don't worry about this, that, or the other. Have a great time. Thank you guys for being here. I had a good time. I think I should talk to more streamers. I knew I wanted to, but this has been way easier than trying to play games alone and then talk to you guys. So I'm gonna I'm gonna try and invite as many guests as often as possible. So yeah, if you guys know people who want to just chat, let me know. And if not, then I'll find some friends. Peace, guys.